the Minister of Defense. He has appointed people to go and do the job, so he can be president from anywhere. That's the life they've subjected, or should I say, that is the kind of life that the Ronukus have been doing everything to normalize for everybody. Like, what are you going to do if you don't even agree? That's what they will ask you. What are you going to do if you don't agree? What are you going to do? So I don't know what to do, but this is very wrong. This is very, very bad. How can the president of this... Tinubu has been away from Nigeria now for nearly 17 days. In fact, 17 days. In the last 10 days alone, right? Terrorists have gone berserk. They've gone rogue, like they've gone mad. As they have slaughtered soldiers, they've slaughtered civilians. And I'm talking about over 140 human beings killed in the last 10 days. Killed. Emphasis on killed. Not that, the people die everywhere, right? But they don't kill people everywhere the way they are doing it in that contraction. And even this Satan of Sokoto said yesterday that the number of people being killed in Nigeria in a month is far, far, far less, according to him. So the number of people being killed in advanced countries every day. That's what he said. He said every day. People being killed in London, in Canada, in America. People being killed every day, right? They are more than the people being killed by terrorists in Nigeria in a month. Satan of Sokoto. You know what I mean now? But in all of this, nobody has heard anything from Tinubu. Nobody. Nobody has heard anything. Even though some of their foot soldiers, the bubu-sellers, the sewage dwellers, the voluntary slaves, the ombud slaves, including those ass lickers, the ass kissers, the crumb eaters, the crumb chasers, the all-risers, as you know them, the bat idiots, you know them, Sharai. This is what they want us to normalize. If Tinubu can be your president from anywhere, what are you going to do about it? You disagree? What an undermining, ridiculous statement coming from anyone. Well, coming from ridiculous people, by the way. And Tinubu and others are so lucky. They don't even have to do much. They don't have to. The psychologically defeated Nigerians, they will do the job. They will do the job. It's turn by turn, Onofunuga, the 80-year-old special advisor to Tinubu on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter matter, right, has dropped a quote. And this time is to tell everybody that Tinubu can run Nigeria from anywhere. And mind you, he's no longer in France. He's now in the UK. I don't know if they take him to his son's house. He's got a house here. His son's got a house that he bought for over 11 million. 11. Hey. It was actually 11 million pounds also. I wanted to be like, hey, calm down, Mayegun. 11 million. Like, it was true, right? What's that? So we saw the news when they said the same Sheyi, who is a billionaire, by the way, right? And the courtesy of his father's, what do you call it? Inheritance. Nobody even gave it to him, but inheritance, Lagos inheritance, kind of, right? So I don't know if he's going to stay in his son's place, or if he's going to stay where Bukwari used to stay. You know that place where I went to shout, Bukwari, go that year. I don't know. Some said that it's like, co-treatment. That's what the UK and France are giving to him. France is where it's like the headquarters of Nigeria now, right? And that is the place where they can have his urine bag change, check his duct and all that stuff. I don't know what he is treating in London. So Onofunuga, who told everybody over 2 weeks ago that Tinubu will be away for 2 weeks. Now they are telling everybody that Tinubu is not coming back until after the Easter holiday. I know some of you will be like, wait, who cares? That's what I'm saying. He's so lucky. Nobody cares. Right? He's so lucky. So he can be your president from anywhere, of course. I mean, Bukwari did it. He laid the precedence for it, right? So Tinubu can just continue from where Bukwari stopped. And then people can go to places, right? You know, the sad thing is that majority of us in this generation will never understand what good leadership is. Those before us who are supposed to be our own parents, the forebearers, right? They never really experienced anything called good governance. But what they had, when you compare it to what we have, right? They feel sorry for us, for those of them who have ATO. They feel so sorry for us. I say, oh, man, it wasn't this bad. You know, it wasn't easy, but it wasn't this bad. It's so hopeless right now. Then there were hope where you can, if you try this, if you try that. If you are to be hopeless back then, there must be some factors, you know, like, well, this time around, every factor shows that you are going to be hopeless. And the entire system is there to frustrate you, to make you that hopeless. So they feel sorry for us. And we may never experience anything called good governance in our lifetime, not in that contraption. Lucky you, those of you who have jackpot, who left the contraption a while back. You will never understand. Even if you try to think you do understand, or you want to understand, you will never understand the effect of bad governance and getting used to it, normalizing abnormalities, right? That's something that a lot of us are never going to be comfortable with, right? There are those whose reality is that, right? Terrible governance, bad governance, cold-hearted criminals, freeloaders, you know? And they will never experience good governance. Damn. Like, you will never experience good governance. You will never experience 24 hours electricity. You will never experience motorable, good, free, passable road, right? No police harassment or whatsoever. You will never experience. And this is not a cause, okay? Don't say it that way. It is the system that you have been programmed to protect and defend. And as you continue to defend it, the beneficiaries, those who put it together, the beneficiaries of the proceed from it, right? Will continue to fund your ignorance in such a way, right? So they will ensure that not only that you will never experience good governance, because this is now you're going to experience good governance ever, right? Where you're going to be treated like human being, treated like a real human being who have rights, right? So you are never going to experience it, so your children too. They won't experience it. It's not a cause. You can't plant guava and then expect to harvest, what's that, beetroot or oranges. It doesn't work that way. You see, this idea of now only God will come and save us. You know, God will come and, that's bullshit, man. That's nonsense. Every action have a possible counter or contrary reaction. That's how the world works. So when Tinubu is enjoying his royalty and getting people to excuse it for him when he doesn't have to worry himself, right? When he's doing that, communities, villages, all over Nigeria, they are picking up their dead. Whatever was remain. Those who couldn't even like touch their own dead are joining others to dig the shallow graves to bury multitude killed by terrorists. Not even a single word is heard. On this radio program, I love what this lady, what she did, to remind all of us where all these tragedies have been happening. Where is your Presidiocy? He's in London.
I think I align with our guest when he said that this is, you know, a precursor to a lot of things that nobody should rejoice about it. Nobody should say it's because it's happening in Jos. It can get to anywhere.
There is an adage in Igbo language that says, "Ebulo zonye ozo, or digika osisi." I will interpret. If the corpse of another person is being carried, perhaps someone that is not related to you, you see it as a log of wood. But when it touches you, you understand what the families of those that have lost someone actually go through. From Bokos to Barikin Ladi in Plateau State to Ebonyi, you may think it's just happening in the North Central. You get to Ebonyi, Ivo Local Government Area Council. It happens there. You get to Kwande local government in Benue State, you get to Buruku, it happens there. So it's not an isolated case of what happens in Jos. You even get to Kaduna, you hear of these killings. But I want to say that what the president said, as usual, I condemn. Anybody can sit in the comfort of their homes and condemn that particular action. But for you as a president, you have the apparatus, you have the security personnel, you have the intelligence, you have the technology to fish out these people. And all you have done so far is to condemn. We need to get beyond that condemnation to action to ensure that people in these communities are safe.
Honestly, sometimes it looks like there's a typewritten statement to issue when things happen like this, but we want to see actions, just like you have said. Beyond condemnation, we must get to action. If we don't bring people to book, do you know that in this same plateau, there had been a committee, different commission set up to bring people to book after attacks upon attacks? Have you heard that anybody went in for it? People are in jail for it. So we must become a consequence now.
Nigeria is not a country of law. It's a lawless place led by criminals who are supposed to be in jail, lawbreakers who are making laws, budget padders debating budgets, right? It is a place where you can say the vultures goes to scavenge, right? Nigeria is like the burial ground, okay? Or on a burial ground where vultures actually parade, ravage, scavenge, do whatever it is, because it is the carcass and all the whatever it is in that land, right, that the vultures feeds on. So once they do, their doctors are in America, Saudi Arabia, France, UK, Canada, or even Germany, right? Their children, schools in America, right? Saudi Arabia, they are there schooling all over Europe, being funded with the same money they are looting from the same poorest people in their country. You know? And not just that, their wives, as well as their concubines, their side chicks, they go on different shopping sprees. Their shopping centers are in Paris, they are in New York or London. So they live off this. The people that they are stealing the money from, they are left in squalor, you know. It's like they are doing you a favor whenever they come around to accord the tape to this local clinic where you can't even take your dog to. And they want the people to kiss the ground that they walk on simply because they can choose to steal the money. So if they decided to build you a hen house, be grateful. And you have to show that graciousness, like you have to show that gratefulness, rather. You have to show it publicly so as to encourage them to do more. Nigeria, when it breaks, some people's lives will change forever, right? Because the reason why they are who they are right now is because of this disjointed contraption. It pays them. It works well, you know, but it won't be forever. So Kolu and Co, like that priest said, their time will pass. I mean, this is a phase. It's just so unfortunate that it is not as easy as that, all right? Because if you kind of pay attention to what these guys are stealing from you, they are taking away from you, every now and then when they have the opportunity of making your lives better, but they choose otherwise. Now, if you sit down to kind of like probe it, right, you can see that it's not just the coming and the passing of these eras. It is what they take from you. Bokwari took 8 years of your lives. I'm talking to those of you whose finances, family, lives generally got affected with the situation that they brought Nigeria to. There are real victims. That's what I want you to know. There are real victims. Some of us who are in the diaspora today, especially those of you who had to sell your own belongings, right? To Japa, right? Like everybody running away from that place. In the last 3 years alone, you will see those people who have once said they would never, like, why would I want to go and live abroad? But they ended up having to sell everything, begging people to give them links. They want to japa. Now they've japa. Some of you are watching it from where after you've japa, because you are you are probably the luckiest ones, right? That the storm of Boko Haram's ruinous policies did not consume. So right now you're watching from distance, counting your losses, looking at yourself and be like, hey, me, I'm going to do this 9 to 5 for hey, me. But you're counting your losses and you're also being grateful to, to what the life has been for you, right? So there are those people who are direct victims that right now, if you get to see them, they are now the shadow of their former selves. Then Tinubu happened. It's like sending people into the meat grinder. We just send them in there, make the machine, they grind all of them like that. And you just have more. Say, you're not running out. You've destroyed over 10 million people's lives. So there is more. There is more. I have more people to destroy their lives. And that is Tinubu. So everybody gets to know where they belong and then what they are also defending. Just make sure that whatever it is that you are standing up for, you're standing for, it's not like you are self-destructing yourself. And there are many people who are doing that. Blinded by tribe, religion, ethnic, and other destructive inconsequentials. On Mayegun's diary, political, the plan is to lay everything bare in front of you and give you less reasons to give excuses. I didn't know that, but it's because you're not watching Mayegun. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. I'll see you some other time. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I know you won't forgive me for not taking calls, but see, I'll tell you some other time. But like the broadcast before you go, though, right? Good night. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Mayegun diary, Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun diary, Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun diary, Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun diary, Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun diary, Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun diary political.
Mayegun diary, Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun diary, Nayibi #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun diary, Nayibi #1.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun diary, Nayibi #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí YouTube
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn làjù
Máyégún ti dé.
bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn làjù
Máyégún ti dé.
ijó ìgbádìyẹ
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn làjù
Máyégún ti dé.
bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn làjù
Máyégún ti dé.
bí gómìnà kówó jẹ
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn làjù
Máyégún ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn làjù
Máyégún ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn làjù
Máyégún ti dé.
òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn làjù
Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran òun èèyà.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
ha kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n ní.